Just give us your thoughts overall on how things played out this evening.
Yeah, apologize for that. Was not the way that I like to fight, not the way that I like to finish my fights, but I had to deal with little situation back in camp, and I have to play smarter this fight, man. Come out of the loss like with Anthony Johnson and adjust my game a little bit. But yes, I understand that I have to step up on my game and work on that speed and boxing, and if I wanna have to fight the top 5 contenders like Cannonier, Johnson, and Jones. They have to step up my game for sure.
And when you said you had to make adjustments, I mean, were the takedowns, I mean, did you kind of come in tonight knowing that wrestling was going to be your strategy, basically?
Yeah, I work a lot of my wrestling, even before Johnson fight, that was, the game plan, work him in the wrestling, and I've been working a lot of my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, it's very good. I need to maybe go down with Jacare and work some finish with them. I have very good confidence in my jiu-jitsu, but I need to work on more finishes, and in my boxing, I just sometimes I load up too much. I know I have the power, and I look so much for that one punch knockout, and maybe that's what I know I'm gonna catch the guy, I'm gonna knock him out, but I just gotta patient and throw fast combinations.
Hey, Spoken, last thing for me, can you detail when the injury happened? I mean, you said it was kind of rupturing an old injury, but I mean, when did it happen? Did you think about pulling out, and how long are you going to be out, do you think, in getting healthy?
It's always like in the first day, you give it a day or two to call in and see what's going on. I mean, I wasn't gonna risk it if it was a bad injury, but it was like I felt my labor a little bit, and because it was an old injury, that's why it got me worried a little bit, and yeah, it's kind of like affecting my boxing a little bit for the last 2 weeks, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think this week that I take it off is much better, so I think we'll heals up, and they all, like, if I take a couple weeks off, I'll be okay. If not, of course I gotta fix that, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Thanks, Clover. And we could just quickly for Jacare, congratulations, of course, on another impressive victory tonight. What do you do next? We don't know when Bisping and Yoel Romero are going to fight. Do you wait for that, or do you feel like there's any way maybe you could even slip in and challenge for the title?
Eu quero lutar como campeão, mas se for para esperar muito tempo, eu prefiro fazer mais uma luta, porque eu não nasci para ficar esperando os outros, eu nasci para fazer acontecer.
I want to fight the champion. If it's going to take a while, I might take another fight because I don't want to sit around. I was not born to be sit around, so I might take a fight if it's going to take too long to get a title shot.
Quick question for Jacare. Tim Boetsch has now been submitted by Kimura 3 times. Was that a move you were specifically looking for because he's submitted to that a bunch of times already, or was that just something that came natural when the fight progressed?
A posição aconteceu durante a luta, tanto é que eu desisti de uma montada para ir para Kimura, mas o Tim tem brecha no jogo dele no chão, muitas, e ele cai também de katagatame, né? São 2 posições que eu acharia que ele poderia cair, o katagatame ou a Kimura.
Was a position that happened through the fight. I gave away a mount to go to the Kimura, and was one of the positions I got all the time, so it was a good shot for me.
And for Glover, you hit that low single 3 rounds in a row, basically. Was that something that you were looking for in the fight, a specific takedown, or again, just something that came as the fight progressed?
Yeah, it just come the way the fight went, the way he stand more like a boxing stance, and stay with the front leg right out there. I mean, I've been working a lot of my wrestling, a lot of different singles and double legs, upper body. I've been working with Steve Marco, one of the best wrestlers in USA. So, but that point was just like I think was the easiest way to take him down was with the single, yeah.
Glover, you mentioned in the octagon that you had to make these changes if you wanted to compete with sort of the Daniel Cormiers and the John Jones. Have you pinpointed sort of what areas you do need in order to take that next step?
You know, man, I'm very confident that in my skills, the way I train, and like, you know, I have ups and downs on the training, and I've been adjusting to the training and everything, but you know, like I said before, I have a tremendous confidence on my power and my jiu-jitsu. My wrestling is getting better every day, and it's just a little adjustment that I have to make. You know, those guys, they're very good. But you know, I'm up there with them. You know, you put me like you know, like you see today, even with the minor injury, but like, you know, coming down to this fight was a little bit like nervous, because was a lot of pressure, because coming from a loss like was a quick loss with Anthony Johnson, and fight a guy that's not in the top 10, you put a lot in the line, so you have to play smart, you know, as well. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that I go and I take the risk here, but you know, this fight I have to be smart. And if I fight any of those top guys again, like adjustments always gonna come. But you know, my style is to get in there and trying to. I'm not very happy with the performance today. You know, I'm coming. It's like I have that feeling that I need to finish a fight. I need to finish that fight. I could have finished, and I didn't.
So were the nerves still there even when the fight sort of got going? I mean, were you still sort of thinking at all about it?
No, I think you know, like I say, go make adjustments and trying to get better. But you know, not very happy with the performance tonight. In my next fight, you know, you guys gonna see me trying to go more for the finish. Like I say, I'm gonna go train a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of finishes, and train in my boxing, because I need to be knocking people out and finish people in the ground as well. I don't. That's not my type of game, to wrestle people around, and you know. Tell the truth, was not even like he was hard, you know. He was defending a lot. He was not trying to get out too much of the positions or trying to finish. He was defending a lot, and when guys play defensive like that, it's very hard to finish him, you know. If you play, you have to open up so you can, you know, see the finish.
And then just for Jacare, you know, with the way the fight went today, and you know, with the uncertainty, you know, given the fence grabbing and all of that, I mean, if you can't get Bisping, would Romero be the number one guy sort of on your list at this point?
Então, de acordo com a luta hoje,
com certeza seria uma opção. É uma luta que eu quero. Eu nunca perdi uma revanche. Com o Romero não vai ser diferente. Eu vou provar que eu não perdi aquela luta para ele e que eu perdi para os juízes.
if the fight against Romero happens, I can prove that I never lost my match, and it's going to be a great fight for me. I'm going to prove that I didn't lose the first fight, and a rematch will be on my side. I lost to the judge, not to him.
My question goes to Glover. Glover, você pode falar um pouquinho em português como é que você se sentiu com a sua performance hoje dentro do octógono?
Eu não me senti tão contente com a performance, porque eu sou um cara que procuro sempre finalizar a luta, e eu achei que depois passou a luta, eu vi algumas oportunidades que eu poderia ter finalizado, e é isso que eu falei que vou trabalhar mais na finalização de jiu-jitsu, que eu tenho confiança boa no jiu-jitsu, mas trabalho bastante ground and pound, wrestling, então tenho que trabalhar mais no meu jiu-jitsu e trabalhar mais essas finalizações, e também trabalhar bastante o boxe, que eu sou um cara que eu tenho que entrar ali, eu gosto de pressionar, eu gosto de sair com nocaute, com finalização, porque acho assim, um lutador como o Jerry é um grande lutador, um lutador bem forte, difícil de ser finalizado, mas um lutador como ele, eu deveria ter saído ali com a vitória, com a finalização ou nocaute.
Você acredita que agora com essa vitória você vai estar próximo de lutar pelo título?
Próximo sim, né? Mas assim, eu acredito que eu vou ter que lutar uma ou duas vezes mais, mas a gente está ali, número 3, e eu segurei a minha vaga, e nunca se sabe quando que a oportunidade pode bater na porta. Nesse esporte é um esporte de contato, então tudo pode acontecer. A única coisa que eu tenho que fazer é ficar preparado e esperar a oportunidade, não deixar a oportunidade passar.
Tá certo, obrigada.
Nada.
Pergunta para os dois também, Glover e Jacare.